I'm going to demonstrate how to use iOS accessibility. iOS accessibility can be used on Apple devices such as iPad, iPod, and iPhones. Once your phone is on the menu screen, the first thing that you do is go to Settings. Next, you scroll down to General. Then you go to Accessibility. Once you get to accessibility, you will see all of the features that are available for individuals who are blind or low vision. The various features are voiceover, zoom, invert colors, grayscale, speech, larger text, bold text, button shapes, increase contrast, reduce motion, and on and off labels. The first feature that we are going to look at is voiceover. VoiceOver is a revolutionary screen reader that lets you know what's happening on your screen and lets you navigate it even if you can't see it. You touch the screen to hear what's under your finger, and then you use gestures to control your device. The first thing that you do here, you tap the word off next to VoiceOver and it opens up the menu for VoiceOver. VoiceOver speaks items on the screen. If you tap once, you select an item, double tap to activate the selected item, or swipe 3 fingers to scroll. Under the features that I've just covered, you have speaking rate. With speaking rate, it's adjustable. If you move the white button toward the turtle, you lower the speaking rate. Or if you move it toward the hair, you make the talking rate faster. Under speaking rate, you have speak hints, use pitch change, and use sound effects. Speak hints is a voiceover where you have speaking additional instructions on apps. Sound effects are used to confirm actions such as when an app has finished downloading or an app is open. And then the last feature here, pitch change, is when you want to change the pitch of the voice when VoiceOver is speaking. If you touch the white button and turn it green, this is how you turn VoiceOver on, and you can now hear VoiceOver speaking. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to use VoiceOver to read an article on CNN.com. First, you go to Safari. Then I'm going to go to CNN.com.
Address. Text
Going to press C.
Is that C? Cap C.
Then N.
Get N.
And then N again.
N.
Then I press CNN.com.
CNN. View the latest breaking news and daily news for you. Reader available. 14 people slain in San Bernardino. Address. 90%.
Now, this is the article that I want to read, so I'm going to tap twice.
Killed at a Christmas party. Heading level 2. Slash. Reader. Button. Bernardino identified. By Ralph Ellis. CNN. 14 people slain in San Bernardino identified. Heading level 1. Arlen Verdejo, the husband of Benetta Betbuttle, had nothing but sweet memories to share about his wife. One of the 14 people killed in the mass shooting in San Bernardino, California.
Now I have demonstrated how to
Safari.
access an article on CNN.com
open.
using VoiceOver. I'm going to demonstrate how to turn VoiceOver off. I'm going to go back to Settings from the main menu.
Double tap to open.
Next to the VoiceOver, there is a green button. I touch the green button. It turns white. Now VoiceOver is off. I'm going to scroll down, and there are additional features. If you touch speech, you can change the language of the speech. Braille, there are many Braille features. Braille input, Braille output, but mainly how to connect to a Braille keyboard. There are over 50 Bluetooth wireless Braille displays that are compatible with iOS devices that can be accessed. Rotor. With Rotor, you can make changes to characters, words, lines, punctuation, sounds, etc. The next feature that I'm going to demonstrate is Zoom. I'm back to my accessibility features. Zoom is off. I'm going to tap Zoom. Zoom magnifies the entire screen. You double tap 3 fingers to zoom, drag 3 fingers to move around the screen, or double tap 3 fingers and drag to change zoom. If I touch the white button here and turn it green, now I am in the zoom feature. As you can see, everything now is enlarged. If I drag this, as you can see, everything is larger. Now I'm going to go to the menu page and look at the clock. The alarm clock here, as you can see, is enlarged, and I am going to drag this, and of course if I want to set my alarm, I would just tap here, but I am able to see the times enlarged. As you see, the 6 a.m. alarm is enlarged. If I touch the white button here, now I can see the different capabilities that I have. I can zoom out, full screen zoom, resize lens, choose filter, or show the controller. If I move this button here, I can enlarge, or I can move it this way and make it decreased. The next feature that I'm going to demonstrate is invert colors. If you tap invert colors, as you see, originally the screen was white with black letters. Now the screen is black with white letters. If I go to the home page, you can see that now the background is blue and the colors are various colors and they are bold. The next feature that I am going to demonstrate is grayscale. Notice in the top left corner the word general is in blue. If I turn on the grayscale feature, the word general turns gray. If I go to the home page, the home page is now gray. The next feature that I am going to demonstrate is the speech feature. Tap speech. There is speak selection. A speak button will appear when you select text. Speak screen. Swipe down with 2 fingers from the top of the screen to hear the content of the screen. Next, we have the speaking rate feature, just as we had with VoiceOver, where you can make the speech rate faster or slower. And then next, we can highlight the content, which is highlighting the content as it is spoken. Then there is a speak auto text feature, where it automatically speaks auto correction and auto capitalizations. I am going to show how to have one of my text messages spoken. So I'm going to go to the menu, go to a text message. This is a text message of a grocery list. I am going to hold the grocery list. until a menu pops up that will say copy, speak, or more. I'm going to touch speak and it will speak the grocery list.
Strawberries, blueberries, eggs, plain yogurt. 4. Bananas, cashew, Golding cereal.
Now I have demonstrated how the speech feature can work. The next feature that I am going to demonstrate is larger text. Tap larger text, turn on the larger text feature. As you see, if you move the white button this way, it makes the text larger. If you move the button this way, it makes the text smaller. I am going to make the text larger and show how I can go back to my text message to show the text message larger. As you can see, the text message is enlarged. The next feature that I am going to demonstrate is bold text. I turn on the bold text feature here, and if I wanted to have the letters bold, I would apply this setting by restarting the iPhone. I would either press continue or press cancel. The next feature is button shapes. I turn on the button shapes feature here. The word general, prior to me turning on the button shapes, there was no shape around the word general. Now that it's turned on, there is a shape around the word general. The next feature that I am going to demonstrate is increase contrast. To reduce transparency, I would improve the contrast on some backgrounds to increase legibility. I could darken the colors, or I could reduce the white point, which would be to reduce the intensity of bright colors. The next feature is to reduce the motion. I would turn this feature on, and then to reduce motion, I would reduce the motion of the user interface, including the parallax effect of icons. The next feature that I'm going to demonstrate are the on-off labels. On-off button labels are an accessibility feature that adds a more visible 1 and 0 digit to the standard white-green toggle modes on iPhone and iPad switches. Adding the text back with on-off labels can help those who are colorblind or have visual impairments, or those who simply want more information to more easily discern the state of a toggle at a glance. As you can see on the screen, next to the on-off labels in green is a number 1, and the 2 white circles, there is a 0 next to bold text and button shapes. This concludes my presentation on iOS accessibility for Apple devices.